It's what is it, Friday, November 4th. You see, it's still crazy muddy. There's a slough down in here that we normally plant around, but I don't know if I might have dug this field. Obviously I had to go around it. Oh boy. But they planted right through it. It was dry enough. I'm just gonna try to make my own headland. You see the rows go that way. I am really flirting with disaster right now. We got the combine stuck yesterday. I don't know what order these videos are gonna get up in, because there's gonna be some long days here. So I'm gonna get a chance to upload or not on time, but combine got stuck yesterday. That's actually only the third time we got it stuck this year. One time without four-wheel drive, one time with four-wheel drive in the soybeans, and that was the first time with corn that we got stuck so far. And then we got word this morning that our ripper guy got stuck last night. Closing in a wet hole. He had it closed in the other day when we were down there picking up the combine, but he tried to go through it again, and he got the tractor stuck. So he thinks if he leaves it sit, oh boy, if he leaves it sit for a couple days, that the ground will dry up enough that it'll firm up enough to drive out of there. If not, we're going to have to unhook it, get a chain, drive the tractor out, if we can drive the tractor out, or pull the tractor out separately, then hook a chain onto the ripper and then pull that out. So yeah, it just is what it is. We're in no rush to get tillage done just because the fields we've been doing up here, it just yeah, I don't know what some of you guys are doing with tillage or how it's going for you guys, but I haven't seen a lot of tillage work getting done up here, but it's getting done. So, boy, I don't know. The corn's running 50 bushels an acre, so it's like, it's nice to get the field dressed up nice enough where you can get close to these things, but for 50 bushel an acre corn, and this little section we're gonna leave is gonna be like a half an acre at best. You know, and then you say, you know, if you get the combine stuck, we don't have a tractor here, because the cart tractor, I don't think that 8430 could pull this out. I mean, if you're not stuck that bad, you could, but that was sweet yesterday with the 8870. No problem, just yank this thing right out. But, oh yeah, with the, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's hard to think and get through this mud all at once, but oh boy, I don't know. That might be as close as we get. That 8430 though, that's quite the cart for it, let alone trying to pull a combine and move the cart around. It doesn't have very good hooks on the front. We've had an accident before from the hooks on the front, so it's like, you know, we just do it right. Take the time, do it right. Don't want to see anybody get hurt, because we got that cart stuck one year. We tried pulling out from the hooks on the front, and they broke loose, and it sent the clevis and the tow rope through the back window and hit the owner of the farm. And I was there. I was only 17, 16 at the time. So yeah, that was super scary. Just about killed him because it hit him in his shoulder blade and left a pretty good hole in his shoulder. But you know, when I was riding out there with him, he had to scoot over. If he would have still been scooted over, probably would have caught him square in the spine. So too many, that was just too close of a call. We do things right now. I guess lesson learned. We should have never done it that way, but pulling stuff out is crazy dangerous. So for those of you that are still going in the mud, be safe. Or harvest in general, be safe. For those of you that are done, congrats. We're hoping to be right behind you. I think we got about 380, maybe? No, we got more than that. Yeah, no, 300, maybe 375, 100, yeah, 375 acres left. Yesterday morning we did some maintenance. A couple of the gathering chains were loose, so we tightened some of them up. And then we noticed there was a slight leak on the mud hog on this side's axle on the back. But we ran it yesterday, just kept an eye on it, and then this morning the oil was a little low and we were checking it, and the leak looked like it was getting worse, so we popped the plate off the hub or whatever, and then it was a little bit of a zoo finding the exact right O-ring. I think I made 2 trips to our local case dealer to try to find one close enough, because the closest mud hog dealer for us is in Ottawa, Iowa, which is 4 hours and 40 minutes away. So there's a little rubber piece inside there that's kind of messed up. We called down there and the guy said throw it away, we don't use those anymore. But we left it in there just because there was too much of a gap, so it doesn't really do anything, I guess, but we left it in there anyways. And got the new O-ring. It's a standard one apparently, but we found one that's the right metric size, and it's up in oh boy, Savage, Minnesota. And the farm owner's wife, she works up in St. Paul, so she's gonna grab that on the way home. But we put the standard one in. So far so good. There's no oil coming out. You know, we stretched it a little bit so that, you know, it probably made up the difference. It'll probably be okay for this season, but we're gonna get the right O-ring on hand just in case it goes out again. But we lost all morning doing that. We got out at 8 and we didn't start picking until 1. So it is what it is. You know, we'd like to keep chugging along, having big days, but I think we had, oh my goodness, we are leaving some nasty ruts. That is as close as we're gonna get. We are getting, you know, we're getting between 45, usually at least 50, if not some of the days we were getting 55 acres done in the last couple days. You know, in mud like this, where we're pulling semis out and we're, you know, just fighting all the nonsense. So for those of you that are like, oh, we got 50 acres done by lunch, you know, I'd love to say we could do that, but with this mud, it's just not possible. So I don't know, I think we're doing pretty darn good to be fighting mud like this and still get 50 acres done, 55 acres done with a 6-row machine. I'm trying to figure out, you know, there's a surge of oil when you're going this fast and you turn the mud hog on. And it might, you know, I think that might have been part of the issue to blow that O-ring out, but it was the original O-ring, and it was on like a 1996 combine, so the O-ring was, you know, old, hot, shrunk, so who knows, maybe it's that too, but I'm sure turning it on and off at full engine speed didn't help. So maybe some of you guys know more about them than I do, but my new theory is that at low idle we're going to turn it on and off, so that there's not that surge of oil going out to that O-ring to blow it, and just leave it on instead of going on and off, because the combine you can go around 5.6, 5.7, 5.8 maybe, and it'll still do a good job with the stocks. And the combine you can go as fast as you want with a 6-row head, but the mud hog only allows you to go about 4.6, so which is 4.6 is way faster than we'd be going in this mud without it. We wouldn't be going in this mud, so I'll take it. But maybe my thinking's wrong. The other thing the mud hog dealer said, that the hoses they sent us for the return oil are kind of small, almost a little too small. There's so much oil going to those motors that we're thinking that it'll be okay for the off season, just kind of keep an eye on it, but we're gonna probably put a bigger hose, a return hose on it after this season, just so there's no pressure, because back pressure, that's probably another reason one of these things, these O-rings blow out. So get a couple of them O-rings on hand just in case that side goes out. And that's all a guy can do, just keep plucking away at the fields here. It's like I said, we started in at 1 o'clock. This is an hour behind. Well, it won't be an hour behind for long, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon just about now. So we're in like a 22-acre, 23-acre field. So we're gonna try to knock this out, and then we got another 30-acre field. That's probably wishful thinking to think we're gonna get that done tonight, but just because we got such a late start with doing that repair. So, oh well. It goes pretty good though with we have a guy in the grain cart now, and things go right along. I think I've said it before, but the efficiency that you gain by having somebody in the cart is like almost borderline like having another half, 3/4 of a combine in a field basically. Because I never have to stop, ever. Well, I shouldn't say ever, because sometimes it's too muddy for him to get close to me, but being able to sidewind, oh, I can't even steer in the mud. It's just, yeah, it's a sweet deal. Yesterday, I think I set in at 10:30 after we did some repairs on the head, and by 8 o'clock, even with getting stuck for a while, by 8 o'clock, I had picked 53 acres or something like that. So, and we were, well, a couple of the fields we weren't able to sidewind just because they were so small and hilly and trees and whatnot. We got into a 26-acre field that was just like bang, 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 sidewinding, and it just, things started to click. We kicked out some acres big time. But yeah, down here by the slough, well, up along the headlands, it ran 12 bushels an acre is what the monitor said. So that's why it's just, you know, a guy would like to get closer, but it's not even worth it. You know, 12 bushel, or, you know, I think it was running 45, 50 bushel an acre. The corn's just barely coming in, you know, and you're already sinking in. You lose the combine, you know, and all that nice, it's a beautiful day out. It's like 65 degrees. And we just don't get that in November very often, so I don't want to spend it with us being stuck. So I'm not going to. So I cut around the slough like that. There's another slough up along the road I cut around. Let's see if I can straddle my mud rows here and get through this. And yeah, barely gonna crawl through it here. There's a washout that comes right through here. All this water comes down into here, so, you know, I could feel it sinking in on my first pass around there, and that's close enough, because just when you feel like, oh, you feel like you're overconfident and you can go one more pass, the conditions change so fast that it's, well, I can't make it all the way around this again with how much weight I got on. We'll go like this. And the conditions will change so fast while the combine before you even know what's happening. So the mud makes it so hard to steer. I'll have to go around that a couple more times to make it comfortable turning around. But I'll catch the sidewinding action, and then I'll probably call it a video just because this one's going to be kind of long. It's probably been 10 minutes already, and I don't even really have anything on the hopper just because it doesn't run very good down by the slough. So that's why it's pointless to even waste your time and energy getting so close. Right about there with the window, that's when I don't know, for whatever reason, the combine weighs probably like, I don't know, 25,000 pounds. I haven't looked it up, but that little bit of corn, that's about it. Go faster. That little bit of corn. It's acting up again, what? Oh, that's good. That little bit of corn, whatever weight that is, 50 bushels of corn back there, that's about when the combine starts going, uh-oh, too much. So don't go through this wet spot ahead of you. Turn left, turn left. Here's that other wet spot. I was able to get a little closer just because it's nowhere near as big, but it got squirrely right here. So we're still fighting it. and I'm sure we're going to continue to fight it. They cut a couple fields with a broken tile line. One has a broken tile line. One's a game farm, and it has a huge slough in the middle. It basically should just be a pond, and we should stay away from it. But we had such a dry spring that we were able to plant through all those spots that we normally can't get into. So I was like, yeah, all right. And now we're paying the price. So, oh well, we didn't know this was coming.